All right, and the third thing is the lack of strength and power. So the first two factors that we talked about with the arm swing and then just knowing that speed is a skill, those things are great to start working on. But then this third factor, if we don't tackle this factor in gaining strength and power, those first two can only take you so far. Okay, we can fix some mechanical issues and some technique issues. We can kind of teach you how to increase your speed, but then yet you're going to reach a point where we're going to need to also increase your strength and your power, and so your speed can continue to increase. Because if the way that you get faster is that you put more force into the ground to propel yourself forward. And so if you're not able to, or maybe don't understand how to create more force and put more force into the ground to propel you forward into that sprint, then obviously you're not going to be able to increase your speed. And so that just means gaining strength. So we got to get you stronger in some way, and we got to increase your power. So part of that is just getting you to understand how to produce power. So you might have the strength already, but you just don't fully understand from a coordination standpoint or from a mental standpoint how to actually be explosive in your movements, be explosive in your steps or in your start or with every stride that you're doing. So part of that is just the repetition of doing different drills that will really hone in on that specific skill of how to be explosive, how to be powerful, and how to increase your power, while you're sprinting. And then part of that is just gaining strength, right? So you can understand how to be powerful and how to increase your explosive movements, but then if you're not strong enough to create that power, then obviously you won't be able to be as powerful and as fast as you could be. So we got to also work on your strength. And then when I say work on our strength and get stronger, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go lift weights. Okay, so there's certainly a weight aspect in that, and depending on where you are in age and development and all those different things, we can put you through a weight program, which will certainly help you, increase strength and power. But that also, there's lots of other ways that you can increase your strength and power without using weights too. So especially for our younger kids, there's things like plyometrics. So a lot of different jumps and explosive type movements, like a broad jump or a vertical jump or a squat jump. That's something that you do those over a number of times and progress those forward. You'll increase your strength, your lower body strength, and then also increase your power development. Core strength and hip strength. You can do lots of different exercises with just your body weight, your body weight as your weight. So different things like planks and side planks, and hip bridges and things like that will really strengthen the core and the hip area, that will help in things like the posture that we talked about in running form, right? So if you don't have a strong core, you won't be able to hold the posture that we want you to hold. If you don't have strong hips, you won't be able to drive your foot to the ground and get your hips extended through to get that full stride. Okay, and then also just like what I'm talking about right now, is you won't be able to have that full amount of power that you should have to be able to increase your speed. Okay, so gaining strength and power is kind of that third factor, or maybe I should say lack of strength and power is kind of that third factor that we see in a lot of athletes, especially on the younger side, but we even see that in the college and professional, high school, college, and professional world too. They might be strong athletes in general, but they might not have that specific strength to be able to really increase their speed, and they're not using it efficiently to be able to increase their speed from there. So overall, kind of in conclusion, those are the three factors that we've identified, is that lack of strength and power, the poor running form and technique, as well as just the understanding that speed is a skill and it can be trained and improved, whenever you focus on it specifically.